Welcome back, everyone. Okay, let's continue on with the assembly. It's coming along. Okay, let's get these phaser strips here all painted up. I'm going to be using a German gray. Just keep going till they're all done. Not bad. Looks good. That's good. Okay. Before we get too carried away with the assembly here, I need to do the electronics here for the navigation lighting. So I got the 555 CNs here, 2 of those, and the sockets that they fit into, 2 transistors, 3 1K resistors for each circuit here. On capacitors, well, I'll figure out which capacitor I'm going to need for the different flashing speeds. I'll leave a link below to on how to assemble these. And of course we have a 5-volt regulator, which is for all the regular LED lighting, which includes this here. And here we go, got the circuit done. Let's do a quick light test. Good. All right, ready for installation. The 5-volt regulator here. Put it on the other side here. So the main voltage coming in goes into this pin here. The ground and the center pin, and the voltage out going to here and the rest of the LEDs. Except for these light strips, because they need a full 12 volt 1 amp to make them work. So now we get these hooked up. Now I just need to get extra lines from here that go down into the engineering hall to hook up to the other navigation lighting. And the same with these here for the strobes. They were just behind the bridge and at the bottom of the engineering hall. So I got to run lines from here down into the hall. Okay, so I got the main power to the 5-volt regulator coming off of the main line here, going to the power in, ground, power out, going here and to here. Let's do a quick light test. You can make it out there flashing there. Looks good. All right. Very good. Okay, so I got some modifications I need to put on the engines here. So I got the hole drilled out here. Good thing I didn't cut those short yet. Okay, there we go. See these here, top part of the engines. This is actually the bottom, but it's the top. Because this thing has to fit on the top area, just like the other ones. Some other structures I still have to put on here yet. But I gotta wait for that to set before I can finish those off. It's coming along. Looks good. There we go. Got all the rest of the details on there now. Looking good. Okay, so I finished darkening in all the other windows that I did not drill out. And then I put a dull coat over top so that this doesn't run. I used a felt marker just to color it all in. Turned out really well. Okay, so let's get ready to put these two halves together here. We just need to get the wiring all hooked up here. Well, this line here will go to the 5-volt regulator. This is the strobe, and this is the navigation, and that's all I need to do for those. Okay, looks good. All right, so all the corresponding wires are that need to come out. All right. So I just need to put heat shrink on these exposed wires here, because you don't want the risk of shorting it out. Because if that happens, well, you got to crack open the model. You don't really want to do that. we go. Just gotta let that set overnight. So while that's setting, let's get this engine in place here. There's 2 nibs in there. I'm going to flatten those out. So with those melted down and in place there, this engine is not coming off. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is get the bottom part of the engine in place. So I'm going to run the lines up into here, and then I can put these 2 halves together. But first, let's get these navigation wires connected here to this other LED. Then we can run the rest of the wires up and put these engines together. Look at that, eh? Very nice. Let's do a quick light test. Nice. This is looking so good. Hardly wait till the rest of it's all put together. Little touch-up painting here and there, but other than that, this is really looking good. All right, let's get this piece in place up here. I still need to get a new hole drilled here for the ventral strobe. Perfect. All right. So now to reposition. I'm going to get a new one. Why? Because I can. That's why. Okay, I took the wires off the engines and I put the wires in place here. So it's already pre-wired. It's just going to make things a whole lot easier for me. And then I can put the engines on after. Otherwise, I would have had to do it now when I don't want to. It just makes more sense to do it this way. Now we can put the covers on this side now. Okay, looking good. All right. Okay. So I'm going to get the top here all wired in. I should not have put the deflector dish on just yet. I'll have to pop that off. And then all the wires will come out the front here, tie them all in. Then I can put it back on. Looks pretty good. Oh, looks good. Now they get tied into the light strip here. Okay, my client wanted rear torpedoes on this thing as well. Can't go on the neck because there's really no neck. So it's going to have to go down below here. over on either side of the pylon. I'm gonna have to put another 5-volt regulator in here for the torpedo lights. That's no big deal. I just gotta find out where I'm gonna put the torpedo lights on both sides, so I have to disconnect this again. Okay, so I'm gonna make these the rear torpedo launchers here. So I'm gonna put them down low around here on either side. They're already red. I just got to paint the round just a little bit, but then I'll have the light pointing right at the little nib there, which will light them up. Okay, so let's get that in place. Okay, so I got it marked out there where I'm going to drill the hole. Okay, looks like that. Alright, looks good there. Now I put the 5-volt regulator on here. So when it goes, slips inside underneath there, it's got tons of clearance, so it's no big deal for space. And then they all get run into there. I'm just gonna put lines on here. The power coming in will come off of the light strip here. So let's get some lines on here. Okay, so we got the positive in, ground, positive out. I just put the glue on there to keep them from snapping off if there's too much movement. There. All right. All right, so that is now ready to go. All right, so I got positive lines here. I got one here goes to the regulator. This here goes to the other red LED. Red LED to the regulator. Looks good. Okay, did a light test. Looks fine. So now he has rear torpedoes, forward torpedoes. So I'm going to get lines on here, tie them into here and here. And yeah. Alright, let's do this again. Hooking up the main lighting for the 12-volt 1 amp, the main light strips. Let's tie these into the main lighting. Okay, now I got this strip hooked up to it now. Looks good. All right. All right, everything is working fine now. So we can get engineering section here put together now. All right, let's do a quick test. Looks pretty good. The torpedoes there all lit up nice. The ones in the back here lit up pretty good too. That's good. They're all working around the weapons platform. Looks very nice. Okay. Okay, so I separated these two halves just because I had to get extra painting done on here, and it was kind of awkward with that still attached. But I extended the wiring here that goes to here, so there's more than enough room to tuck the wiring in afterwards. So I cannot put the engines on yet until I get the primary hull in place, and then I can get the engines done. The overall painting on here that I redid is looks really good. It's all redone, looks nice. Okay, yeah, all right. Okay, so I say we're pretty much ready to get the primary hull back on there now. Oh, the bottoms are not flashing. Why? What happened? It was working before. Oh man, I gotta crack it open. I don't believe this. Okay, obviously something got disconnected in there, so I have to reconnect it. Okay, I found the issue. It was a loose solder connection right here. So I added some more solder to it, and now it's working just fine. I just got to replace this line here, because I thought maybe I put too much paint on it and the paint was blocking the LED, but I thought, well, if it was doing there, why wasn't it doing it over here? Okay, whatever. But anyway, everything's working fine. Now just got to put the new line on and re-close it up. Everything is working beautifully. So just got to let this set overnight, and then we can attach it to the engineering hull, and then we can put the last of the warp engines in place. And then after that, Aztec tickling. Well, that is it for this episode, everyone. In the next one, we are going to finish the assembly and start on the decaling. I will see you later. So please like, subscribe, comment, don't forget to share, and click that notification bell for any future uploads. Bye-bye.